Hi Leo, here's a general look at your solar chart for April 2009. And I think it's going to be a really expansive month for you, Leo. A time for you to be thinking outside of the box, a time for you to be broadening your horizons and making lots of contacts and communications with people from all points of the compass. It's for you to focus on the bigger picture this month. And so obviously, for some of you, you're going to have connections with, well, increased connections probably with foreign lands, or maybe it's just, those from a very different background to your own, or someone comes into your life who's got a very different slant on things, which you find interesting and maybe intriguing. And you should remember, if ever there was a time to remain open-minded and to reach for the highest and reach outside of your familiar parameters, it's this month. And now, different cultures, people from different backgrounds, all of these influences could, or some, or one just of these influences could be coming towards you this month. And your personal partnership area is very favorably highlighted. So relationships of all kinds are well starred. That's business ones as well. But I think if you're looking for love, you could really find it this month. Somebody could just walk into your life, or it might be a distant contact. It could very well be, or somebody, as I say, who's got this sort of unfamiliar take on things, or maybe they are linked to another culture who comes into your life, and you make a really good connection with this person. Could just be a friendship, could work that way, but the energy is definitely there. So for you, those of you who are looking and who are ready, then this could really happen, that you make this very, very sort of meaningful connection with somebody. Now for others of you, you could connect with somebody who has an expertise or a knowledge that you really need to get a piece of to further your aims, and that could also be just as likely to be happening this month. Now, having said all that, Leo, there is a preoccupation going on within you, a sort of an emotional turbulence in the background. And for that reason, you're going to be needing a little bit more private space this month to process, or just to kind of kick back, just to be, with yourself and your stuff. Maybe for some of you, you would be consulting an expert in a kind of a confidential sort of a way. It could be health related, it could be job related, it could be related to, if you're in training, maybe some of you, the methods that are being used, or maybe the schedule, or maybe just the environment, because this is the death rebirth energy. And so you will be wanting in any of these areas, health, work, job, study, to be ready to ditch certain things, so as to clear the decks for new stuff, new material, fresh input to come in. Now if it's related to finances and property, on that level there, then this is the time for you to, I suppose, get a grip on that, and get yourself, get your act together, get something reorganized. You're very good at reorganization, bring in new elements, get something rescheduled, get something rethought. Others could be relying on you to come up with the goods, to come up with certain resources. Could be money, it could be material resources, but it also could be your knowledge, it could be your input in some way. So you could feel a bit pressured there. And you could be waiting for somebody else. So if you're locked into some sort of commitment with someone, and you're doing this dance, so this is the month for a breakthrough to happen, and that's likely to be coming your way near or after the 23rd of the month. Feelings could be running high, and this again, on the negative side, it just could be that somebody knows how to push your buttons. But actually, you know, on a positive note here, it could be that you cross paths with somebody with whom you've got this very, very deep spiritual, albeit, you know, in the early stages, but it could become quite a passionate connection. Or maybe you team up with somebody and you share a passion of some kind with them. So yeah, so try not to be provoked, and this is very much a month for you to keep this open space, to keep, you know, to suspend disbelief. Now, the spiritual seekers among you, you know, you could be working with higher dimensional energies this month. It'd be a very great time to do that. For others of you, it's a great time for you to be, particularly after the 23rd, when you can get more dynamic, to be studying something, to be acquainting yourself with some new knowledge there, or input coming, as I said before, from abroad, getting into a new field. It could be initiating new activities, launching an enterprise. All of that's coming in there very strongly. It's a time, you know, of the year for you to be ambitious, but also to be learning whilst you're going along, not to close yourself down. That would be the worst thing that you could do, and think that you got all the knowledge, that you got it all sort of off pat. Well, you haven't. When do we ever? So the energy coming through to you from others, it will be to do with comparing views, comparing belief systems, maybe playing around with concepts and hypotheses, and you know, there'll be new opportunities coming your way this month, fresh influences, very positive energy. It's a spiritual period, it's an idealistic period, particularly from the 23rd. Now on the 11th, well, there could be a very good contact for you there, and some, you know, maybe some good fortune coming in for you there. And on the 15th, a new influence there could spark something off, teach you something new, show you something new, could be related to a foreign land. And when the sun, which is your ruling star, moves on the 20th, you're going to feel more eager to show what you can do, you know, step up to the plate. You'll want to drive things forwards there. It will really matter to you what other people think. So image is going to be important, presentation is going to be important, but you're good at that, Leo. You're good at presenting well, and making, you know, the right impression on those people or in those situations that are important. And I think in general the feedback that you get will be friendly, and you will get support from those people. Well, that's it for April. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.